Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. It might be a little choppy because I'm downloading some overlays for my live stream that I have to put on here today because we have some news. We have a couple things that are going on, some discounts that are happening. We got a couple giveaways that are going on too today. It's going to be a good time, so really excited. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Really glad that you decided to join us. We're going to be hanging out here today, so stick around, ask questions, put it in the chat, consider liking, consider subscribing. I don't know, just an idea. And we're going to have a good time. Today is Friday. Today is the day the Lord has made. Man, I had a great time with the Lord this morning in my quiet time, and I'm excited to share today's affirmation because to me it's going to be inspiring. It was inspiring for me. It hit me different today. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's open in prayer and we will rock and roll. Father, we honor you this morning. We thank you, Father, for your goodness, for your faithfulness. We thank you, Father, that your mercies are new every morning. Thank you that you have a plan for us. It is a plan of a hope and a future. Thank you that you're watching and walking with us, that you're our guide, you're our comforter, you're our counselor, you're our friend. Father, we thank you. And we are very grateful that you chose to live within us, to be with us. And Father, I pray a blessing over everyone here today, that they would see increase today. They would see blessing today. Father, they would see the hand of the Lord move in their life today. We declare that in Jesus' mighty name. And everyone here said, amen. Amen, amen. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We're going to hang out here for a minute. Michael, Maria, Calvin, Mary, John, Liquidity Saint, Impact Wisdom, Jason, Marcus, Jeff, Mike, William, Matthew, Marvin, Daniel, DM, Nicola, Wendy, Paul, Jack, George. What's up, Kevin, Donna, good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Today I was listening to a song and it hit me. I don't know, it just felt so refreshing. So refreshing. When we live in a world where there is no hope, we serve a God who is the author of hope, the author of faith. It's so good. We'll talk about that more here in a minute. I want to go and touch on take a look at the market here, but I need to make sure that what I'm downloading is almost done. So you're going to see some other stuff here. I just need to see how far along oh man, we got so much time. I don't know how we're going to do that. It's taking like 20 minutes. Is it choppy on your guys' end or is it pretty smooth? Is it choppy or smooth on your guys' end? Good afternoon from South Africa. Welcome. Taven, good morning. Jeff, I'll look at that. I apologize. When once we get settled here, I'll jump over to the Discord, take a look, and maybe answer your question here if I can. Smooth. Okay, good. All right, so we got some data highs from 8:30, so we absolutely want to mark those highs and lows, okay? We want to see the first one ran, and then we want to target the second one for the most part. That's typically how I would want to approach that. The only thing I will say is that the data low on this one doesn't look as attractive because it's inside that range right there. But nonetheless, let's take a look and see what we got going on here. So yesterday, I always go back to yesterday because it's important. We have to learn from our mistakes. We got to learn from our successes. We got to build confidence in the things that we did right and the things that we saw improvement on. And yesterday, I was bullish. Yesterday, I said from this consolidation, I could see us moving higher. And that's exactly what we did. We ended up moving higher. We were able to take a 70-point move yesterday. It was phenomenal. It was great. We exercised patience. Many of us thought I was going to get stopped out, including myself at one point. But we stuck with the plan, we followed it, and it turned into a beautiful, beautiful trade. It's just crazy how it works that way. So as a result, we closed through this daily fair value gap. So now what we're going to do is move. I know already with what I'm doing on my computer, I'm not mentally going to be ready for the 930 model. So I apologize. I'm probably not going to be able to take that for those that are in the Discord. But if you know the rules, you should be able to follow them. I'll check out your question, Jeff. So look at this high and low. We've already tagged the midpoint of this. So I don't want to see it run much lower from a daily perspective. And I do want it to tag this daily fair inversion. I should call this. This is by classification an inversion fair value gap because we've already broke through it. I want it to come up to that. I really would like that to be tagged. So we could potentially see it reach up into here. That'd be nice. Okay, that's from a daily perspective. Dropping down to we need to go to the 4-hour. From a 4-hour perspective, there is all the liquidity has been grabbed. We just have these swing lows. We have a London low. Remember how we left that there? There's London low. There's London low sitting there. It doesn't have to go back up here. It really doesn't. Look at the new day and the new week opening gap sitting right here. We basically tagged all that. Nice price action for the most part. But we don't have any other imbalances for price to drop into. If it's going to drop from a 4-hour perspective, it's going to be down here for liquidity, right? Up here for liquidity. Dropping down again to the hourly time frame, we have an hourly fair value gap that we've already been inside and we've respected. So we're going to just keep an eye on that. We'll mark that out. So that is not a BISI, that is a SIBI. And then we have another one up here, okay? The reason why I'm picking this one right now is because of this order block over here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get better at this. Sorry about that, folks. My face. I like starting my live streams off that way, so that's not gonna change. I'm just gonna have to get better at it. This order block right here, right there, this is why I like this hourly fair value gap. I would like this to stay open for the meantime, potentially, if we're going to move lower. Maybe here and then there. I don't know. I still don't have, I have my bias, which I want it to be long. We will have a long bias. So now the question is, what's the narrative for that price or for that? How is that going to play out? Yeah, I like the levels here. See that 30-minute order block right there? We're coming up into it right there. I really like the way that looks. Yeah, it could, if it really wants to be animated, reach up to there. But we got liquidity in the midnight open, down previous midnight open. So this is 9:30. That was 9:30 of yesterday. So the low of, that doesn't make sense. That's regular trading hours. Let's go ahead and mark our London high and London low. Here's 3 a.m. That's our London high. And our London low right at 5 a.m. Can't ask for a better level there. So we got London highs and London lows still sitting there ready to go. We have London low from yesterday sitting there as well. Midnight open's been tagged from yesterday. Where's midnight open for today? We have it right here, and that is midnight open. Now we're going to grab our opening range gap from yesterday, starting at 415. Right there. So we got a premium opening range gap. So we will take a look at that, and dropping down to the 1 minute. What the heck? Oh, that's why. Okay. All right, so what we're looking for right now, I'm expecting data highs to be tagged right at the open. That's what I would expect, and then see if we run down to data lows. This is a short-term, lower time frame analysis that I would anticipate price to do. Jeff, to answer your question, it is not a model where you're trying to, make one trade for a day. So for me, I'll do anywhere from 1 to 5 micros. I'll never go any larger than that, and I would recommend you not doing that either. All right, so we just swept liquidity right there. Let's see if it gives us a little pop. There's your pop. How many of you took the 930 model that are a part of the Discord? Did anybody take that? Because it worked out perfectly. One, two. Anybody else? Well, hey, at least 2 people did. I wasn't ready to do it. I've been this routine with taking my kids. Like, I was supposed to be in my at my desk 30 or 45 minutes before my live stream, but I had to take my kids to school last minute because my wife was doing some other stuff. So the school routine has been definitely new to grab. All right, so we're running lower, dropping out or jumping out to the higher time frame. This right now looks like a market maker sell model. So I'm still eyeing that 5-minute fair value gap, or you could really call it a 15-minute fair value gap if we go down to looking at this 15-minute time frame. There's even a unmitigated 15-minute fair value gap right down here. So I'm eyeing all these levels right here. That all looks good. That all looks good. The only thing here is because I have a bullish bias, we only may come down to here and not run London low, and we could just run higher. You see what I mean? We could exaggerate here, say, oh, I'm going to stop here, and now I want to run the other direction. We do have news at 10 o'clock, so I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry right now. Here's the daily time frame again. So from a daily perspective, I'm sorry, I really want that to be hit. I'm sorry, for it to come within a tick of that, or a few ticks of this daily inversion fair value gap, I'm just like, no, I really want that to be hit. Now, does it mean it's going to happen today? No. That's where I think I need to be careful on demanding this to be hit today, because it may not. We could just come back down inside this range and continue this slow consolidation higher, eventually hit it, and then we could displace lower, or we could run through it, one or the other. So right now, my bias is 50-50. I still like the idea of running higher. but we also have Friday's midpoint from last week that hasn't been tagged yet. So maybe that's an option too. Once I think I just need more information to see where we are gonna go, to see what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna move this daily fair value gap out of the way because I don't need it. I'm gonna clean up my charts because it's just a little too much stuff for me to see here. I don't like it. I don't like all this stuff. There's a London high over here and a midnight open that has not been tagged. So I'm still going to keep those on the charts. That's good to know. Good morning. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Yes and amen. Newbie here. This is the chart for what instrument? This is for the Nasdaq. On the top right corner, you'll see the charts that I am on. It will also show you the time frame that I'm trading on, or that I'm currently on. All right, so because of the opening range gap, which is a premium range gap, engulfing the midnight open and London high, and considering we're in a consolidative area and we were bullish yesterday, I'm gonna stick with my bullish bias. I want this to be filled. Let me show you. If we drop down to, or if we go to regular trading hours, and we see that right there, this is regular trading hours. See that gap? That's what this yellow box is for. That yellow box represents this regular trading hours. This is from 4:15, the close of 4:15 yesterday, to the open at 9:30. That's what this gap is. Considering we're in consolidation, and you could say consolidation, or we expanded higher, I want this to be closed. So I'm going to stick with my bullish bias. Now figuring out how does price want to get there. I'm looking at that London low being tagged. I'm looking at that 5-minute fair value gap being tagged. Previous day's midnight open, maybe sweep of liquidity down here with that 5-minute. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Maybe it wants to exaggerate more, but we're just going to be patient and watch price and figure out where our opportunity is. Octavian, thank you, my friend. And by the way, I need to make sure I share this. Okay, so on my screen, you're going to see Trade of 8, or you're going to see Apex for 80% off. It is a 90% off sale right now, and on top of that, I need to share Bolinox. It's part of it, but right now, I just double checked. They're doing a 91% off sale on their accounts. So if you want another option other than Apex, maybe you're not in the States. Bolinox, I believe, does other parts of the world that Apex doesn't. You can do Bolinox, and you can use that code DTJ, and it will give you a large discount there. All right, so we have dropped to London low. There is our London low as anticipated. There is really not a model for us to take for that. No level, no data high or data low is taken until that level there. So now I am absolutely interested in going long. I need to see my model. I need to see price support the idea. I'm not just going to click the button and anticipate it to go long now. That's immaturity. That's immaturity, thinking that, oh, we hit the level, now I'm going to go long. I've done that before. So I know people out here will do the same. Don't do that. You need to see confirmation and structure to support that idea. Why? I mean, there's no reason why it couldn't go down here right now either. Do you see what I'm saying? You got to be careful. Now, could this turn and go right away? Yes, but we don't trade that way. Just because the market does it that way doesn't mean we trade that way. It just means we're not going to participate in that move because that's not the style of trading that we want to subscribe to. That is gambling. That is reckless. And you'll blow account. You may have a winner here and there, but ultimately it'll end in blown accounts. See what I mean? Like right there. Why? I mean, it's just dropping even more. I'm guessing this 5-minute fair value gap and this swing low that's overlapping in that 5-minute. We watched this level yesterday. That's the level we were keying on to go long yesterday. So it played out nicely yesterday. We'll see what kind of support that wants to give here today. There are equal lows on ES, folks. That looks attractive. So I could see price running lower through that area. Who put that on there? Somebody mentioned relatively equal lows. Trader Al, thank you for bringing that up. I think that's a important point to pay attention to. I think that would be wise to equal lows right there. So here's our equal lows right there. Yeah, I mean, right now the market looks like a market maker sell model. So I'm going to let it either sell off without me, most likely, or I'm going to wait and find that support to see a move higher. And ultimately, we would target the data high. The data high, the opening range gap midpoint, midnight open, London high. These areas here is what I would be looking for. Your low-hanging fruit objective would be the data high. We've had a 4-hour sell-off. That's a lot of selling off right there. At some point, it's going to close. In my opinion, this candle, 4-hour candle at 10 o'clock, I want to see it close inside of this previous candle's range, and then I want to see it run up to this fair value gap. That's my target. So I have my bias, I have my narrative, and now we need to wait for our entry model. I think it's a little early to want to take this inversion. With this level here, what I'd rather see is some support like that, maybe, if it's going to go. Let's hit 100 likes, folks, and we're going to do our daily affirmation today. Today's affirmation is based on a scripture in the Old Testament, but also was inspired by listening to a worship song this morning that just it touched my heart. So it's gonna be a good one today. If you are struggling, if you're lost without purpose, if you're wondering what's going on, this affirmation is for you. If you're wondering why or anything like that. Look at the tag of the data low and that reverse right there. If it closes below that inversion, I would anticipate it sweeping the current low and potentially running to that 5-minute fair value gap, that blue or the teal blue box we got there. This is the Nasdaq. I don't trade, I'm not a Forex trader. This honestly would be a really nice trade to participate in. ES is still reaching for its equal lows, so there's a high probability we're reaching down. Trader, not a trader. For those that don't know, I believe Jeff is commenting on, I'm coming up with an apparel line for Christian day traders. I'm coming up with an apparel, a clothing line for it. I don't think there's enough stuff out there that believers can wear, to be honest, to kind of stand on their belief of their faith and also kind of communicate day trading or investing. So I hope it's not overpriced. What's overpriced? I mean, they're probably going to be anywhere from $20 to $30 most likely. There's your push lower right there. Let's see it grab that. I've been trading for 3.5 years. I've been studying ICT concepts since 2023. So we're on 2.5 years right now of ICT concepts. 3.5 years, yeah. So I started trading a year before I found ICT concepts. So the big sign for me, folks, if we're going to move higher, is if we do not run the previous day low. If we run the previous day low, I am less interested in my bias of up here. I'm still willing to take a long, but I'm not looking for it to run up here anymore. So the key signature and price for me is an unwillingness to run this low is going to give me some pretty good confidence that we're going to run higher to this level. Now, initially, it could cause fear that, hey, how do I know it's not just going to pull back and run it while I'm looking to go long? That's an absolute legitimate concern. But I'm going off of the odds that there's only an 11% chance that we run both the high and low of the previous day. So if we run this low, the odds are not in my favor that it's going to run this high. If we don't run this low, the odds are 77% chance it could be this level here. Now, it could do this all day and then still run the previous day low, and we were right, but we were just wrong on the wrong side. So we're just sitting, waiting, getting a better idea of what price wants to do here. Not rushing anything. Sure, maybe you could have took this inversion right here, the data high tag right there, but we had, where's our first fair value gap, by the way? This was our first fair value gap right here. That's our first presented fair value gap for the day. That just was not looking pretty, just pretty nasty. Once we hit 100 likes, folks, we will look at our daily affirmation for today. Also, like I said, Bullinox, you'll see on the bottom of the screen, 83%. It's actually 91% off as of today. I'm noticing that Bullinox does their major sales at the same time Apex does. They kind of just follow right in line with when Apex is doing their 90% off, they do a 90% off. So Apex and Bullinox both are 90% off as of right now. Best deals on the market. There isn't a cheaper way to get into an eval account and start learning and putting risk on the table. There's no cheaper way. A 50K account is $18. 18 freaking bucks. Do I ever trade gold? I will trade long term. ES, guys, look what ES just did. ES just hit the lows. Okay, so now what we want to see is that going to be the reversal point? Is it going to want to reverse right at that point? I'm still got 12 minutes. I'm going to see probably something like this, and then around 10 o'clock, see if we expand, find support, and go long there. That's what I'd be looking for, ultimately targeting the data high there. What's up, Lincoln? The SIBI next to it is the first. Matthew, are you talking about... Oh, I see it. You're right. Thank you. I missed her. Thank you for clarifying. Yep, so we did come up into that first presented fair value gap, rejected it, and moved away. London low from yesterday is now tagged. So we pushed through what I had as a level. So when we push through an area of interest that I'm watching, so let's go to the 5-minute time frame. When we push through a level that I'm paying attention to, like this, then we have to look lower. Okay? So for now, if we drop out to the 15-minute time frame, we have a 15-minute fair value gap sitting right here, and it is the last 15-minute fair value gap that has been untagged. I think maybe there is one, but from what I can tell. So that's kind of what we're watching. Now, this did play out. So this did play out a market maker sell model. It played out beautifully. It ran both liquidity. Now at this point, because I have a bullish bias, my big question is my bullish bias right by keeping this level here intact and finding support and grinding up higher? The only thing I don't like about this is when we have quick movement lower, the move higher can be very slow. So it is what it is. Five-minute, we'll see where this 5-minute closes. A lot of times what you'll see is a slow grind all the way up to like here, and then it will get very aggressive and go very fast. I'm not afraid to miss trades, folks. I'm not afraid to sit here flat. I'm just not interested in trying to force a trade or trying to jump into something or chase something. I'm not interested in that. I've done that for so long. I've seen huge growth in my trading when I find a plan, when I stick with the plan. And this week we took 2 trades in a row for 75 handles. And I will be honest with you, it didn't look like it was going to work, but it did. It has blown my mind to a degree. All right, so we have a little bit of a sweep right here at 950. We're back here. We're watching this level. I don't like all these fair value gaps right now. That makes it hard for me to go long. That's the best one. The 2-minute looks good. There's a 2-minute fair value gap. This is the highest 2-minute fair value gap before the swing high. And then there's nothing higher. So I like the 2-minute time frame to pay attention to see if we close above that as a inversion option. the last thing that I want to mark here, I wonder if it's on the 1 minute. Let's look. Is there a data low from that data from NVIDIA? No. Okay, so we did sweep that low. Technically, that daily fair value gap could be tagged again. That just seems really far in my mind. But we'll see. Yes, I am bullish overall. Glenn, I'm not interested in the previous day low being swept. If it does, I'll still look at a long, but I'm not going to be interested. I'll only be interested in potentially searching for the data high. I would not be looking for price to come all the way up here. I've shared that multiple times. So we'll see if it wants to take this level. If we go jump out to the 4-hour time frame, the 5-minute candle is going, or the 4-hour candle is going to be closing here in 5 minutes. So if it does, so to Glenn's point, if we do in fact close anywhere here and we get an exaggerated quick move lower, this 4-hour candle could literally explode higher. Okay, so even though we're all bearish here, I don't really care if it's a big black candle here. Unless we close down here in 5 minutes, then that's going to change some things. But either way, we want to watch when does the 4-hour candle sweep liquidity, because when the 4-hour candle sweeps a low, those are nice places to take quick longs, especially when it overlaps with an hourly sweep. So previous day low would be one of those. The London low would be one of those from yesterday. Midnight open right here, or excuse me, this 9 a.m. low. That's too high as of this point. But price right now is absolutely looking like it wants to go lower. That's what it looked like yesterday too. I'm just saying. So it just means I'm sitting on my hands. I'm sitting on my hands. What I really don't like though is we did not sweep. See this candle, the prior candle? This candle right here, if this hourly candle swept that data high, folks, I would have been taking a short. But we didn't. We stayed inside this range and then dropped. So it's not part of my not part of my any of my models to take that trade. But I mean, that's a huge hourly position. I mean, it looks huge. So we'll sit here and wait. And I absolutely could be wrong about the previous day low. I could be. The thing is, guys, you're never going to be 100% right, or you're never going to be right 100% of the time. But the only way you get better as a trader is you put together your plan and then you follow it. If your plan is wrong, well, you're wrong. And guess what? You don't lose any money because you didn't take a trade because your plan didn't play out. This is how you protect yourself. So what is the answer to you making more money? Be better at coming up with a plan. It's not become a better trader. It's not take more trades. It's not find more models. It's not learn more strategies. It's become a better plan creator. Make a better plan, and when you see that plan begin to play out, you enter no matter how you feel, and you let that plan play out. I shared this about 2 weeks ago. I was running outside, and out of nowhere, I just felt the Lord say, "Follow the plan." It was just like, follow the plan. Okay, can you follow the plan? Can you set something in place and actually follow it? And the answer for most people is no, you can't. That's the truth. Because people like the idea of a plan, but then they're like, nah, that just doesn't feel good right now. I want to do what feels good. Too many people are led and managed by their own emotions. Okay, here's 10 o'clock. Let's see what happens here. If we see this candle wick the previous day low and stay above here, that looks nice for a long. Again, with a previous day low, I'm not looking for it to come all the way back up here. Maybe the data highs, midnight open, London high, but I mean, this move right here is 158 handles. So I'm happy with targeting the data high. That's all I want. I don't need anything else. But what did I tell you? If we start aggressively moving higher without grabbing the previous day low, I'll be honest with you, it is attractive to me. I know that seems contrary to what it should be. Find the love of Jesus and love him back. Start there. From there, all things flow. Folks, I'm still flat on the day. Nothing's taken place right now. We're seeing, look at that. You see that? Price coming up into these order blocks, respecting it and moving lower. Price coming up into a fair value gap, respecting it and moving lower. So right now, it's not the time to look for anything. We're still just paying attention, seeing what options there are. Today, folks, we are going to do a giveaway probably around 10:30 is my guess. If we're in a trade, then it'll probably be closer to 11. If we're looking for a trade at 11, it will probably be after that or before that, mostly like 10:30 if nothing's happening. So stick around. We're going to be doing a giveaway for some take profit trader accounts and some Apex accounts. I will say, if you are a winner of the Apex accounts, don't use the Apex account right now. Wait until after the 90% off sale. When it's not that cheap. It makes it not as valuable. But so you can keep that code for, I think, up to October. All right, so it looks like there is the previous day low tagged on NQ, and we're just a tick away on ES. So we'll watch ES here, wait for ES to run that low. I'm curious from a 5-minute perspective if the NVIDIA data low is going to be tagged. I am kind of interested in that. I'm thinking about that. Nice market maker sell model that we are not in. Nice solid full 5-minute candle closing below. And then the other thing right here is the 5-minute or excuse me, Friday's midpoint. So that's just crazy. There is a lot of liquidity here. I'm now reevaluating my plan because to right now, if nothing changes, the 10 o'clock is not a reversal, it's a continuation. So I may look for an inversion to the downside to see if I can reach for that level there. But that's, to me, that's what it looks like is happening right now. The 5-minute or the 10 o'clock is right here. It gave us a signal for potential reversing, but then we just lost it. So we're still going to sit on our hands, but if we come up to say here and we find support here or resistance and we start rolling over, that might be an opportunity to participate in a reach if it is in fact going to this level down here. They do it probably once a month, Vintage Trader. I don't care much about a monthly SMT right now. Am I having a Labor Day sale on the course? What I've been thinking about this. I may do another sale, but it's probably going to. We hit 100 members in the Discord. I'm really excited about that. 100 members in the Discord. And so I think we're probably going to, I said this a long time ago that the price for the Discord would go up once we hit 100 members. So what I'll probably do is a sale to celebrate that. And that would be the sale prior to us increasing the price. So I think we're just doing a big giveaway. We're giving away everything today. We're giving away everything today. All right, so we hit the previous week's midpoint. This is the previous week, this orange line right here. I would want it to come up to here. We could find resistance at the previous day low too. Guys, I might miss this trade. I might miss it. I might miss it today. This week, honestly, I refuse to take an impulsive trade and screw up this phenomenal week. Monday and Tuesday, we sat and we took 1 or 2 trades because the market was crap. Then Tuesday and or Wednesday and Thursday were phenomenal. We're phenomenal. We are very green this week, and I would love, but I don't need, I don't trade for money. I'm trading for education. I'm trading for my learning purposes, for the embetterment of my skill. The money will come, but if you make money your priority, that's when you try to shortcut things and you try to chase things, and you're like, oh, well, here, oh man, I don't want to miss this, click, and then you're in drawdown, and now you have to be even more disciplined. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to try to trace it. I'm not going to try to do something that's just foolish here. We got 4 more likes, and then we'll do our daily affirmation here, folks. 4 more likes. Hit the like button for me, and then we're going to jump right into the daily affirmation for today. I'm excited about this one, okay? We've all heard this. Ryan, it should be in there, Ryan. The 3 p.m. model should be in the academy. If not, I'll make sure it's there. I can do another video on it. I have some things I want to add to the academy. I'm gonna do a detailed breakdown of the 3-step process of the bias, narrative, and model. I'm gonna be putting that together, and I'm gonna be dropping that in the Discord. So I just need to set the time to record those lectures. I'm really excited about that because I talk about it every day, but I don't go into the depth on here that I will in the lectures. So I'm excited about that. Oh, bam, we just smacked it. There's 117 likes. We're still dropping. If we keep doing this, folks, without any type of retracement, I'm not going to jump in. So I'm going to keep my eye on this while we do our daily affirmation right now. Let's go ahead and let's jump over to X. This is today's affirmation. Folks, I don't know. There was a song this morning, and the song is Good Plans. You don't want me to sing, but it goes, he has good plans. He has good plans for me. I know my Father has good plans for me. I'm not a singer, so you guys just got the best of it. So there is something about our faith in a good Father that we can trust in him. So today's affirmation is, he has good plans for me. So I will take heart in deserts and in gardens, in droughts and in harvest. His hope steadies me. His purpose carries me, and his promise will not fail. This is based on Jeremiah 29:11. Folks, I want to encourage you, no matter what, if you're in a drought or if you're in harvest with your trading, no matter if you haven't made it or you don't even know what's next, his plans for you are good. And let me tell you this, it may not be trading. I'll be the first to tell you this. I'm not here to say everybody should be a trader, but I promise you, whether it's in trading or not, his plans are way better than what you thought you could get in trading if it's not what the Father has for you. His plans are good. He is faithful. He is true to his word. And I was listening to this song this morning. If somebody could find it and drop it in the chat, please listen to this. It's the song specifically was by Rock Place, I think. So good. So good. You have a good Father. You have a Father that loves you. And if you want to begin to see progress in your life, you need to believe that he's a good Father. Not that he will punish you for sinning. Not that he will withhold things from you because he thinks it's not time. But his plans for you are good. And the path he has you on is good. And the direction he's taking you is his plan. And it's so good. We might not see it. We might not know the full picture of what he has for us. But I can tell you that his purposes and his plans and his promises, they will not fail. They will not fail. Lean into his promises. Believe them in here, and you'll begin to see the response out there. You'll begin to see how you interact with everybody else around you or the circumstances around you differently. There's hope, there's expectation, there's anticipation of him showing up and bringing you through. Right? I love the lyric of that song. It says, so this is almost directly pulled from that song. It says, his plans are good, or he has good plans for me. So I will take heart in deserts and in gardens. It doesn't matter where you are. He is faithful. He is faithful, and he will be faithful to you. That I can promise you. You may not see it, but when you look back after you've gone through it, I promise you, you'll go, that makes sense. Wow, God, how you did that, how you orchestrated that, blows my mind, because I wouldn't be able to handle what I'm doing now if it was not for, if it hadn't gone through, if I didn't experience, right? The Lord uses every part of your journey to bring you, to give you what he has in store for you. Yes and amen. Nightbox strikes again. So this retracement right here is not enough for me, to be honest. There wasn't a fair value gap or an inversion. There's nothing. So I need to see more to be able to go low. And honestly, right now, this looks pretty attractive at this point. I'm not going to try to go against what we've just experienced here. 240 handles. I'm not going to try to go against that right now. I'm not going to try to guess where the bottom is. I'm just going to join in on the trend. Okay? So, as of right now, I'm saying that my bias is wrong. Temporarily. Maybe it will reverse once we hit a certain level. I just don't know what that level is. I just know that this is a big level. So if it's going to keep doing what it has done, why am I going to try to catch a reversal and be wrong when there's more to the downside? So, and maybe it reverses right here, and now there's so many different avenues. Stick with your plan. Evaluate your plan. Sit on your hands if you see both sides. That's the truth. No, it is not, Ryan. Tagging the previous day low is not a viable entry in my opinion. You need to see it tag a level. Could be the previous day low. It could be London low. It could be Asia low. It could be previous session low. It could be previous week low. It could be the midpoint of Friday's range. We just gave you 6 there. Once you hit those levels, it's not saying take a trade. It's saying pay attention. Pay attention and see what's next. See what price does in the coming candles. That's what we did here at the 5-minute. Nope, that's what we did here at London low, or the London low. Nope, that's what we did on the previous London low. Nope, that's what we were doing at the previous day low. Nope. Well, I mean, what else could there be? There it is. So now I'm interested in that being a draw on liquidity, because price is showing a willingness to go down and disregard all of these significant levels that typically have some level of resistance to or support to if it's going lower. Kristen, just drop it in the chat. Anytime you have questions on that, just drop it in the chat. I do have an entire list inside the Discord that gives all of the acronyms for everything that I talk about. But they're everywhere. You could probably just Google ICT acronyms and you'll get a whole list. That Sibby right there, yes, that's kind of what I'm watching. To me, with this resistance here, that would be nice. Does it have to reach up there? No, it doesn't. It could just tap this 2-minute fair value gap. Why would I say that? Because the previous day low is also inside there. It could come in here, tap it, and then drop lower. Did we run the data low? Oh, we did. We ran the NVIDIA data low. Do you see that? I wondered if that might be something to pay attention to. Look at that. So now with this right here, I'm probably not going to take a long. I'm not going to take a long. When I see a willingness to displace lower like we've been doing, I'm going to look for it to retrace and then take another trade. Here, let's find out where the midpoint is. So this is the midpoint. See that? We could go all the way up to this equilibrium point. That's the middle of the entire drop that we did. Now, could you take that trade there? That's literally 75 handles. So that could be an option too if you're wanting to stick with a long bias. There's the tag of the London low or previous day low. There's a lot of options right now, and it requires a lot more patience, because do I think we're going to have a V-shaped recovery here? I don't think so, but I can't rule it out. I mean, I really can't. If we see displacement, my bias still, from a daily perspective, here's the daily candle. We tap the daily fair value gap again. We swept Wednesday's low. Could we, in fact, just push higher? Yeah, that seems really, that's a lot of movement. The 4-hour candle is sitting right here. We swept that low. This candle could come back up here, and it could come back up to this 4-hour fair value gap. We could also just continue lower. I mean, do you see what I mean? There's so many different options right now that I don't have a clear read on what the market's doing. I just know I don't want to try to go against the trend that's currently going on. We got a London low that's down here too. See what I mean? So there's a lot of levels lower that it's plowing through. So I think I'm going to adjust my bias. I'm going to look for a retracement, and then I'm going to see if we can get a continuation. We may not get it till 11 o'clock. Maybe we don't get it at all. How long do I keep old levels? Like London low, I'll keep it until it's ran, because those are significant levels. I want to know when we see aggressive move, I want to know where those are, and I don't. So just leaving them on the market if they're not tagged, sometimes I'll just shrink them down, and then when I'm doing when I'm looking at higher time frames, then I'll pull it out when it makes sense. But the easy answer, it should be 20 days, 40 days, and then 60 days. Previous day low right here. We're tagging it right now. Not yet. It's not making a bullish order block yet. And even if it does, it doesn't bother me because it means it might mean we're just going to go up to here, the midpoint. That's why I have this red line here. At this point, that red line is significant to me. I'm going to get rid of this 5-minute fair value gap. We don't need that anymore. I'm going to get rid of that fair value gap for now. I'm just cleaning up the charts. We're going to get rid of some of these lows. We don't need that. We have the lows from here. We'll keep the first presented fair value gap. I'm going to get rid of the Friday's, the 27th. I'm going to get rid of the new week opening gap from 727. And let me look at the weekly time frame here real quick. Let's see how it looks. So we're staying inside of the previous week range. Honestly, it makes sense for price moving lower at the end of the month, at the end of the week. That does make sense because why? This candle here showed a willingness to move lower. Do you see that? So we should anticipate this to move lower as well, but from a weekly perspective, it didn't happen until the end of the week, Friday. There's a breaker here, bullish breaker, bearish inversion. There's multiple things going on here. I don't think I'm going to take this trade. I'm going to pass on it. I want to go short right now, but it's 10:26. I'm going to pass on it. I feel like it could be a fake move for right now, go a little bit higher, and then make our move lower towards and closer to 11 o'clock. And I could absolutely be wrong, but that's what I'm going to do. I feel like this is trying to entice more buys right now, but they want to get more shorts on the way up. So institutions, market makers, they get in shorts when price is moving higher. They don't get in shorts when price is moving lower. So it makes sense for them to induce shorts and then to run stops to get in more shorts, and then they take their short final positions here and then they distribute while it's moving lower. So I want to see this honestly fail due to time being 10:27. What guys, I mean, what I'm doing here is I'm exercising extreme patience. And it takes a lot of awareness, self-control to be able to sit and do that. I have not taken a trade yet. And I'm extremely proud of myself for doing that. There is so many ways you can grow as a trader. You can grow in taking trades. You can go in not taking trades. You can grow in winners. You can grow in losses. In every position that you're in, you can grow as a trader. You just need to be aware of it. So I'm aware that my patience is actually building endurance to wait for a better setup. When is that better setup going to be? I don't know. Is that better setup going to be a winner? I don't know. But it's exercising something that most people don't have, and every elite trader does have. Patience. Willingness to let a trade idea go and not take it. Willingness to sit on their hands and wait for something that just seems that clicks. Do you know what I mean? If you've been on these streams with me long enough, you've seen me aggressively take trades. Like, oh, there it is, click. I mean, it happens that quickly. This wasn't one of them to take a short. And look at this. Look at that. That just continues to now build even more confidence that, hey, maybe my analysis is right. Maybe patience is paying off, because I really wanted to take a short right there. And I also saw this breaker long. But I'm like, the time, it doesn't feel right. 9:30, I've been burned many times before with 9:30. I'm going to wait. Now, that short would have been a loss. That short would have been a loss, unless you're averaging down and you're not following your risk management rules. I mean, from this entry right here to that's 40 handles. Yeah. Patience, it may not pay you money, but patience is keeping your money. Patience is keeping your money. Anybody can make money, but can you keep it? Can you keep your money? Nice job, Jack. You know what? Because it's 9:30, why don't we go ahead and get ready for our the giveaway here. We're going to go ahead and do the giveaway. If you want to participate in the giveaway, you need to make sure you are you've made a comment in the last 10 minutes. We got 220 people in here, so I'm going to, a minimum, I will wait for at least 125 entries to make sure everybody had an opportunity to make a comment and have an opportunity to win some accounts. Just got to say hi. Good luck, whatever you want it to be. And if you hang out till the end or towards the end, I'll also give a discount code for the Purpose Driven Trader Academy for those who are asking. In celebration of reaching 100 members, we'll be increasing that price, but I'm going to give a discount for those that are interested before I actually increase that. $61 entries. We're going to give it a couple more minutes, and then we will look at doing the giveaway. Give me a second here. I got to grab sticky notes. Again, if you did not hear, if you want to participate in the giveaway, you need to have had made a comment within the last 10 minutes. That is how it's making sure that you're present the night bot, as Jeff said. The night bot strikes again. You got to be good to the night bot. The night bot is the one that's picking the winner. So you got to be good. Deuce, I don't trade the way you do. I come solely to trade with Jesus. I feel I can trade without fear and at peace here. Yes and amen. Thank you for that comment. All right, we're getting closer. We're at 81 entries. Don't put a lot of exclamation points or anything like that. The Nightbot doesn't like it. I've tried to figure out how to remove it and I can't, but I do like how it will remove any curse words without me having to do anything. So it's gonna stick around for the meantime. I'm still watching the market here, folks. Right now, I want you to pay attention to something. If you go to the 15-minute time frame, look what we did. Look what we did. Instead of it dropping lower when we were enticed to, it came up and it tagged the 15-minute fair value gap. Now, from here, it could have a willingness to move lower. You look at the 30-minute time frame, there's not really a fair value gap there. So look where equilibrium is, though. That would mean a sweep of this 30-minute high would result in tagging this fair value gap and could cause us to expand lower. So just some thoughts there that on why I think we could move towards this level right here. All right. I've waited long enough. If you have not made a comment, I'm sorry. If you haven't made a comment, I'm sorry, but we're going to go ahead and choose the first winner. We got a good number of people in here. And you will see your name show up in the chat from Nightbot, and then all you have to do is make another comment to let me know that you're here, and then you will need to email me and let me know that, and I will send you the Apex. We're going to start with Apex. So winner number one, here we go. Mario Cosa. Congratulations, my friend. Make a comment, let me know you're here, and then you will need to send an email to dtjacademy@gmail.com. I will pin that to the top so everybody can, for those that win, can see that. Still playing in my H1 range, but the bearish momentum is keeping me away from buys. All right, well, if you are a winner for Apex, so go ahead and send me an email. I'm going to write your information down, and then we will get you that code. All right, let's go for winner number two. Winner number two is R. Kohler. If you want you need to be in a country that allows it. So I need you to also let me know the country that you're in. Let me know the country that you're in to make sure that you can actually you can get it. R. Kohler, if you want to comment what country you're in. Also, Maro, if you want to comment what country you're in as well, just so I can verify that you can get it. Ohio, all right. Yep, you are good. Congrats, man. And Mauro, thank you. My first win ever. What country? Where are you in? Where are you at? Mauro or Kosa? And as you guys congratulate others, you're also thrown into the your hat is thrown in as well. Does you my first win ever? Does he not see it? Or am I not seeing his comment? Well, I hope it works for him. No, not. I saw Ohio from Kohler. I'm talking about the first winner. All right, while we're waiting, we will do the third winner here. Winner number 3 is Carol Nelson. Carol Nelson, congratulations. Let me know you're here and what country you're in. We got one more for Apex, and then we got 3 Take Profit Trader. Hi, Carol. Congratulations. What country are South Africa? Unfortunately, Mauro, I can't do South Africa. South Africa is not one they allow, unfortunately. So, Mauro, I cannot. I wish I could say you're a winner, but unfortunately, they will not do South Africa. I apologize. That's disappointing. So we're going to have 2 more giveaways. I apologize. If you are in another country, still put your name in, and then we'll make sure, because I have a giant list of countries that are allowed and not allowed. I'm so sorry. All right, next winner is Bapinder Singh. Bapinder Singh. Let me know what country you're in. Shoot, I accidentally exited on that. Let me pull up the list. I know I have a list. Kenya is, unfortunately, a banned country. I'll wait 1 more minute for our last winner. And if not, we got 2 more giveaways. While we're waiting, we'll go ahead and do another one here we go. I want to get these done. All right, Jesus Pablo Benbinin. You are a winner. Let me know you're in the chat and what country you're in. Okay, what country are you in? California, you're good. All right, it works. You're going to need to send me an email. It's at the top. All right, last one. I didn't get a response from, let me just make sure. Benny. Yeah, I don't see him in here. So it might be either he's left or he's in a country that doesn't allow it. So we're going to do another one. Last one for Apex. Is that Geyser? Geyser BM? Are you here? I'm liking this drop right now, folks. I'm watching to see if it wants to revisit that short. A little bit of a breaker right here. I'm gonna wait. It's 9:45 or 10:45 right now. We could start seeing this drop right here. It did respect this level. I'm gonna give it another minute though. I haven't seen a response from Geyser. Are you here? Here. There you go. I see you. Where are you at? What country are you in? Sing, what country are you in? I need to verify that you're in a country that will receive Apex. What? Sorry, what did I just win? An Apex account. Canada, yes, you're good. Okay, we'll give you that. You need to email me, and we will give that free Apex account to you. Yes. Sing, Bhupinder. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry. All right, so we have our 4 winners for Apex: Kohler, Carol, Jesus, Pablo, and Sing. Email me, and you will get a free Apex account. Now we're going to give away 3 Take Profit Trader accounts. 3 Take Profit Trader accounts, and the way we'll do that is I need an email from you. The way they do it is different. Ryan, you are the winner. I think Ryan, this is Ryan that's a part of the Discord. Unless there's another Ryan in here. Congrats, Ryan. You got a free Apex account, my friend, or a free Take Profit Trader. And if it is Ryan, I'm pretty sure that he should be good to go. All right, let's do the second one here. There's the second one. I'm watching this. If we close below here, I'm probably going to take a small short. Because I still think we could retrace, and I just want to be careful. All right, I'm taking a short right here. $636 or $336. $363. Sorry, $363. All right, so I am in a short right now. Unfortunately, I'll show you guys the position I'm in right now, but then I'm going to have to close it so I can go back to the giveaway. So that is the position I'm in right now. I'll also put it here. My stop is going to be sitting right at that high. It's 34 handles, and my target is down here for 98 handles. So that is the trade I'm currently in. We'll see if price wants to play out that way. We'll go back to it here in a second, but I want to finish these giveaways here. Sonia, I haven't seen a response from you. Sonia, you were a winner of an Apex or a Take Profit Trader account. It's been 2 minutes, so we're going to have to move on to the next person. I apologize. So next winner is Blessed Tammy. Blessed Tammy for a Take Profit Trader account. I need to know what country you're in. Oh, there you are. All right, Sonia, we'll give it to you. I just need to know what country you're in, Sonia. What country are you in? Germany should be good. Germany should be just fine. So you'll get one. And then if Blessed from Jamaica, let me confirm Jamaica is not on the list. You're good. Okay, we got our 3 winners. We got our 3 winners. For you guys, you have to send me an email so I can have your email, and then I will send your email to Take Profit Trader, and then they will add your email and give you a free account, and then I will email you a set of instructions on how to actually get it. So Ryan, Sonia, and Blessed Tammy, congratulations. That's going to be it for the giveaways. The last thing that I'm going to share with you here in a second is going to be a discount code for the Purpose Driven Trader Academy. I'll get that set up while we watch the charts here. But I'm currently in this short right now looking for the midpoint of Friday's range, which is sitting down here. We are currently up about 20 handles. Well, we were up 20 handles. This discount code will be active for, because it's for those here on the stream, we'll have it active for 24 hours. We'll have it end, actually, we'll have it end at the end of the month. So it will end August 31st at 10 p.m. All right, here we go. The discount code or the promo code for the Purpose Driven Trader Academy is Christ, CHRIST. You will get a discount code for joining the Purpose Driven Trader Academy, celebrating 100 members in there and looking to continue to grow and expand the community in Jesus' name. Yes and amen. All right, so we swept this low. We swept the low. Now I want to see a continuation for it as we move into 11 o'clock. What was this level here? This is a low. We have equal lows. This blue line is equal lows. And then we have another low right down here. So I'm going to mark these out by a red line, a black line here. We're just going to do that here. All right, let's see what we got. What time was this? Yeah, we're fine with that. I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's I'm happy with that. We should see price move here lower. Once we hit this level here, I want to see a willingness to expand lower from there. And what I probably will do is I'm going to take a level off there. I'm going to take a contract off once we hit 23,414. So it's going to be right here.
Order submitted.
I hate when it does that. We're going to mute that. RD, the site is, oh, I should have put that on here. Sorry. It's the Purpose Driven Trader Academy, so dtjacademy.com. dtjacademy.com. Let me confirm that the site does work. Yep, dtjacademy.com. Yes, Jones, I'm in a short right now. You can see it on my screen. We have one contract. We're going to be our first TP is going to be at 23,415. We should hit that aggressively, I anticipate, right around 11 o'clock. And then hopefully we get some momentum to run towards 23,336. 363, sorry. 336. 363. I don't know why I keep messing that up. No, Paul, usually it will be momentum. And if it is a setback, then we can close the trade too. But I want to see at 11 o'clock aggression. That's what I want to see. If we don't get that aggression, then I need to evaluate, do I want to hold? Is it going to retrace further than I want? What is it going to do? And then I need to decide how I'm going to handle it. One of the reasons why I'm putting a take profit right at that low is because that is a possibility. So 23,416, 410 is where I'm looking to take profit. Hopefully right when it's aggressive, and at least I took profit before it reverses if it's going to do something like that. So we're up 40 handles about right here. $40 handles you could close and be happy. Technically, oh, dang it, we did hit that on NQ. I'm watching it on MNQ. So I need to be careful about not letting all of this be gone here. We're going to see if we get one more push lower on NQ right here. And on that push lower, I'm probably going to take profit. Because we swept that low and we're about to hit it, we could lose some of this profit here, folks. I didn't manage that correctly. Let's see if we get some momentum here. Not away from me, but in our direction. I'm half tempted to take a contract here. I'm going to take one off here. Unfortunately, I didn't manage that correctly. I should have taken stuff off when I saw. I didn't pay attention and didn't see that we ran that level right here. So I have one contract left. That's disappointing on my part. That's poor management. ES did sweep a low. That was on a 15-minute time frame. When did it do it? We got a breaker here on NQ. I want to see that hold and see if we can get another push here lower. I really want to see if I can reach that Friday midpoint with this last contract. That would be a 100-point move. My stop loss up here is not where I want to keep it, especially since I've taken profit. I'm just having it sitting there right now. I want to see this inversion made on 11 o'clock. If we can invert that fair value gap, that's going to be a great sign. That's the 11 o'clock candle. The 11 o'clock candle also is kind of right in the middle of this consolidation, which means it's not a reversal candle like you typically see at 10 o'clock. So I'm hoping that we can close right below it and then expand further into the 11 a.m. hour. I might have to close this trade because of poor management on my end. I don't want to take a loss, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this break even, and if I get stopped out, at least I took profit some, and I want to see if this wants to move lower. So I have my stop at break even. I want to see it have a willingness to run lower, but if it's going to go higher, I'm going to allow it to stop me out and secure the profits that I took from that first contract. It's just not worth taking a loss on a Friday, even if I just make a small amount of money. That's all I care about. I don't care about. I don't want to go into drawdown on Friday and be wrong. See what I mean? So I'm just protecting my psychology here. If this closes green, I'm just going to close the trade and secure the profits. If it closes red or white, I'll see if this wants to continue lower. Right here, and I'm going to just close it because it's probably going to wick up and stop me out. I'll take the 10 handles. All right, folks, that is going to be, we are closed out of that trade. I'm going to be amazed if it just drops like a rock right here. But again, I chose to click the button. I chose to say, hey, it was more important for me to not risk any psychology or any losses. So I'm going to take that. Unfortunate, poor management. I should have closed a position right here. I had it sitting a little bit lower, and unfortunately, when we tick something like that, those lows, that's why I put these lines on here, and we close above it and we run the other way right away, I have to close a position. That's just what you have to do, because this could run too far against me depending on where my stop loss is. If my stop loss was way higher, then or if my position was way up here, I wouldn't be as concerned. So unfortunately, that's we got 30 handles. We got a 30 handle win today. 30 handle win. Was it yesterday's price action? Was it yesterday's win? No. But hey, green's green. We're still walking away with a few $100s here. So we're going to call it a day right there, folks. It's 11 o'clock. I'm going to be done. It's Friday. I still think there's possibility for running lower. I would anticipate that. Might be in the PM session, might be over lunch. What is the commission on futures in Apex? It's just whatever TradeView's commission is. So Apex is doing a 90% off sale. And then Bolinox is doing a 91% off sale. You can use the code DTJ. It's going to give you those discounts. And then I just dropped a coupon code, a QR code, or excuse me, a promo code for the Purpose Driven Trader Academy. We're going to be increasing that price here. And so if you want to get in before the price increase, you can use that code and get a little bit of a discount. So God bless you guys. I'm excited for what's to come. We're going to be dropping some I'm excited. We got some apparel. I'm putting together some Christian finance believer designed apparel, and I'm excited what it turns out to be. It's a tedious process because when you combine Christianity and finances, I want to make sure it meshes, and some of these just they don't work, so it takes time, but I'm excited for what's to come. But with that being said, guys, have a blessed weekend. Stay safe. God bless you. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
They even have that old smell to them.
Ooh. Let's go. Let's go.
Got you a present.
Careful now. Careful. What are these? Are these real? The real deal? Oh my lord. Brand new Nike Air Mags?
They even have that old smell to them.
Ooh.
Kiddo, you need a ride?
Yeah, do you mind?
No, love the company.
It's hot in here.
Well, I run nothing but cool. It's a family trait.
Are you out here for work?
I just got promoted Deputy Regional Manager of the whole Northwest District.
You know, if you're tired, we can pull over. Go to a motel or something.
No, I'm good.
We don't have to sleep.
Oh, excuse me, just 1 sec.
Hey, your stream's still running.